Hello, wonderful. This is Sarah, and I wanted to wish you Father's Day. Maybe it's not a happy Father's Day for many of you. Maybe it is. Maybe you had a great dad and a toxic mother, or great parents, or you had kids with a toxic dad, and you have guilt about the situation your kids are in and being a home of divorce, or maybe you don't see your kids today because they're with their dad. But for many of you, regardless of your situation, for many of you, this day is incredibly complicated. And in many ways, it's complicated for me too. I had quite the doozy this morning that I had to deal with. And I just want to say hello. I see you, I hear you, I believe you, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry for me. I'm sorry that there are toxic people in this world and that they throw bombs at us, and that they try to ruin holidays and ruin important things and create everything like a game. Many of you saw the message today that I said there was a pigeon, and that trying to convince a toxic person that they're wrong is like playing chess with a pigeon, but no matter how good you are at chess, the pigeon poops on the chessboard and still struts around like he wins or she wins. And so much of dealing with a toxic person is like that. It's like, okay, what do I need to say? You know, how do I stand up for myself? And when you're in their game, they always find a way to win because they don't play by any set of rules other than the blame flip, other than making you feel crazy, other than making you feel like you did something wrong, other than keeping you off balance, other than keeping you walking on eggshells. And if you grew up in a home like that, with a dad like that, or maybe even a dad that was worse, a dad who was physically or sexually abusive, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry that today is probably very hard for you. If you are in a situation where your kids witness that stuff by the hand of their father, or by the hand of a boyfriend or second husband, or somebody who wasn't their father but wasn't a good role model, I am so sorry. You do deserve better, and you did not deserve their toxic behavior. And I'm sending you love today in case it's hard. So take some time for yourself today. Do something nice for you, even if it's giving yourself your own foot massage. Get out in the sunshine a bit and maybe do a little yoga, or listen to your favorite music, or make yourself some type of special meal that you like, or something to eat. But grieve. It's okay to grieve. It's okay to grieve a toxic father. It's okay to grieve a life that you thought you were going to have. It's okay to grieve a parenting situation that feels like a tug of war sometimes. And there's nothing wrong with you, and there's nothing messed up if you're sad about that. It's normal to be sad. And it's not great to be sad all the time, but it's absolutely normal if a crocodile's gnawing your arm off to notice that your arm hurts. Okay? And so often, sometimes we say things like, well, how do I not let that toxic person bother me? Okay? And I want to reframe that a bit for you, because toxic behavior should bother you. In fact, for many of us, we normalize toxic behavior. We were in situations where there was craziness happening, and it became our normal. And it was like there were crocodiles swarming around us, and a bear hitting us in the face, and, you know, emotionally, but just then there was a shark gnawing our leg off, and there was all this terrible things happening, and it became our normal, and we didn't notice anymore. And so I want toxic behavior to bother you, because that's how you stay safe the next time. What we don't want is for toxic behavior to control you. To control your thoughts, to control your actions, to control your choices, to control how well you're doing at work, to control what type of parent you are. So toxic behavior should bother you, because if toxic behavior doesn't bother you, you are set up for another toxic relationship. Maybe it's a toxic friendship, maybe it's a toxic business partnership. But it's like, oh yeah, toxic people can treat me terribly and it doesn't bother me. That is not a life strategy that you want to implement. What you want is for toxic behavior not to control you, both internally and externally. So I hope that message helps. Sending you guys love if today is hard, and I hope you can somehow make it beautiful. Talk soon.